Welcome to the show, Bout of the Dam, presented to you by Dyce Reacts. Yes, we are going to be checking out Tyrese ordered to pay $10,000 a month in child support. I've seen a lot of things about Tyrese, clips in the past, couple of years about Tyrese, about divorce and all that. This is the first time I'm going to be actually looking at a video pertaining to his demise here. We're just gonna get right into it, folks.
I married my best friend.
He was a millionaire and he was charming, and I was like, I'm gonna have to leave him.
A few moments later.
You would think someone who went through a divorce already would not get married again. The stats are out there. You got like 67% chance of getting divorced the second time I go around. But here we are, or shall I say, here Tyrese is.
Don't take my baby. I'm at $13,000 a month. What more do you want from me?
That was him wearing.
Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness, man. Look at the state of Tyrese. Look, I take that back, man. I couldn't help but
or shall I say, here Tyrese is.
Don't take my baby. I'm at $13,000 a month. What more do you want from me?
That was him wearing his heart on his sleeve, notoriously crying for the court of public opinion for trying to get 50% custody for his first daughter, which he was paying $13,000 a month, which he won. Now comes the woman in which he told at Red Lobster she was going to have his babies and be his wife.
Red Lobster.
Our lunch lasted for 4 hours.
Oh, really?
And
Wow.
I told her, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with you. You're gonna have the rest of my babies. And I really believe that you are a direct reflection of my answered prayers. I didn't know how and what my answered prayer would look like. And it showed up in the form of Samantha.
Did you find the woman that you can live with?
Oh my goodness.
Or did you find the woman you can...
I mean, this marriage had to fail. Dealing with that butt dancing Creflo Dollar.
that you can live with? Or did you find the woman you can't live without?
I found a woman I can't live without, for sure. Like, I married my best friend.
He was a millionaire and he was charming, and I was like, oh, when's the other shoe gonna drop? When is this guy gonna show me who he really is? And I'm gonna have to leave him.
Many months later.
If I recall your testimony correctly, Mr. Gibson, you said 2018 you were financially in, quote, shambles. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So in 2018, when you were financially in shambles, do you know how much you made that year?
I don't.
Well, according to your tax return, you made $2.221 million. It's page 32. Do you want to check my math?
Sir, I'm asking you because I don't do the CFO thing. Here's a question to you, smart person.
No, hey, that's enough. You go sit down, we're taking a break, lawyer's back now. If you do it again, I'm gonna hold you to contempt. You don't ask any questions.
Look how the
That's
judge
not how
talking
this
to him. No respect whatsoever. And he a millionaire in family court. Fast forward, and history is repeating itself as he fell for an apex praying mantis predator, Samantha Lee. So what happened? Like most marriages, she was not happy because Tyrese was working too much. A lot of women want a wealthy man, but don't want the lifestyle that comes with it, like him having extended durations away from home. Like when she met him, she knew he was an actor. Now she's divorcing him essentially for being an actor.
He asked me for my information and we exchanged, but I never saw him again for 2 years. And it was because he's Tyrese.
They got a prenup. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. But during their marriage, this is going to come in handy later. He gave her $10,000 a month throughout their 3.5-year marriage. She was a housewife and a mom without a single bill to pay, which means that's $10K a month. She was to spend on whatever she wanted with no bills in mind, right? So she demanded $20,000 a month in child support. And on top of that, right, she wanted him to pay 100% of the child expenses, include medical bills, private school, and nannies. Was like, so if she getting $20,000 a month, what the hell is she actually paying for? So when you get divorced and you're requesting support, typically the woman who's requesting the support's lawyers will submit a child support calculation sheet. And this is what they use in Georgia. Now, if you take a look at this child support calculation sheet, you look at line number 9. It puts him on the hook for roughly $2,200 a month in child support. Now, that ain't the important part though. The important part is line number 10, where it says deviations from presumptive child support amount. So a deviation, this is an upward deviation. I pay child support and, I get a downward deviation for having my daughter 50% of the time. But what they wanted was an upward deviation to basically bring the total to $20,000.
We're going to take a pause here.
Important part is line number 10, where it says deviations from presumptive child support amount. So a deviation, this is an upward deviation. I pay child support and, I get a downward deviation for having my daughter 50% of the time. But what they wanted was an upward deviation to basically bring the total to $20,000. And in that upward deviation, that's your nannies, that's your private school, that's your medical bills. That's basically anything they want to put in it. Why is she considered a praying mantis? You ever seen what happens after 2 praying mantis mate? That's right, the female bites the head off.
Trouble, the male gets his head bitten off.
Now, she knew she had a prenup, right? So there is nothing she can get asset-wise out of him. So only way she can extract assets is through child support. So now she has this kid, the trap is set. And she already know his ex-wife, she was getting $13K a month.
Don't take my baby. I'm at $13,000 a month. What more do you want from me?
It's an age-old argument. She's spending the money getting her hair done. She's spending the money getting her nails done. It's all that's for the betterment of the child. She'd be getting her hair and nails done with that child in that house. That child's gonna see and try and minimize the effect of his split. Part of that is leveling the economic playing field. I mean, it's right there. The state has a policy. They believe it's public policy to do this.
Level the economic playing field. It's very important. That's basically what they use to say, okay, well, you make so much more money, you can pay child support.
It's not a punishment for you, Mr. Gibson. It's not. And you're going to see the dividends it pays in your child. And man, put that money where it belongs.
In his ex-wife hands.
In your child. She's going to be able to go and when she applies for a mortgage and tries to get a loan for a house, you're going to get a better rate and a better loan going in at 210. So she's going to be paying about 210 a year versus 275 a month.
All right. So what the judge is explaining for y'all who don't pay child support, when you go get a loan, if you have a child support order, that is used as income. So basically, the judge is saying, Tyrese, what you paying this child support, now she can get qualified for a better loan because she's getting so much from you that she can buy a more expensive house as opposed to the $2,200 that you should be paying.
She's going to be able to go get a better mortgage at a better rate at And that's going to be the house that your daughter's going to live in most of the time. That's for her. Yeah, Petitioner's going to be living in that house too.
So Tyrese now is officially single, but according to the judge, he will be investing in his child's future to the tune of $10,690 a month. Now, that is roughly $130,000 a year. Roughly, was it 24% of Americans make over $100,000? Lead attorney said the judge makes about $120,000, and Tyrese is paying that in child support. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Meanwhile, Future only paying $180,000 for 7 kids, and Rick Ross is paying $11,000 a month for 3 kids, and they all paying child support from Georgia. Now, on the back end, this actually happened to me. So when you get ordered to pay child support, it's usually backdated.
Yes, guys, as you can see, I got a different shirt on. Man, I had a little technical difficulties, so we're gonna take it off from where we left off.
Right? So the judge backdated to when she filed for divorce in 2020, which, $10K a month, put them on the hook for $209K. Damn. However, the judges call themselves being fair. They did knock off $46K for the 2 years he paid her car note, which brought the lump sum down to $169K. So why did a judge award $10K a month in child support? It's a couple factors. Obviously, the judge thinks Tyrese can afford it, considering for 3.5 years he paid his ex-wife $10,000 a month in allowance. Factor number 2, his original child, he pays $13,000 a month in child support. Factor 3, she's asking for it. These judges, man, sometimes they so blue pill, they will give the woman whatever she asks for. Now, she didn't get the $20K she was hoping for, but he met her in the middle and gave her 10. And you thinking like $10K a month, right? That's a lot of money. Did you know that that's the equivalent to winning the Set for Life sweepstakes? Yes. So most cities actually have a Set for Life lottery that you can apply to, right? And in it, you play it, and you could win $10,000 a month for 25 years. She just got $10,000 a month for 15 years because their daughter is 3. Now, you gotta wonder, is Tyrese gonna make the same mistake he did with his first 2 wives with his third girlfriend? He's gonna get married because the prenup saved him. But will he give away another Set for Life sweepstakes in the form of a baby? Let me know in the comments, and if you have a topic you want me to cover, you can email me at henryresilient@gmail.com. Peace.
Tyrese is a damn fool, man. That guy is still living in the RBS. When are you gonna learn, bruh? I am not feeling sorry for this dude. I mean, the crying was just so damn hilarious. Like, you have got to be kidding me. Where are your... Control your biology, man. Control your biology. I mean, those praying mantis. The guy said it best. Praying mantis. I mean, like, we know how the courts are in terms of favoritism. You know you're gonna get eaten up alive in there. You experienced it the first time, and yet still you make the same mistake. That's why I tell people, not because you didn't know something beforehand, think in the future you're going to make a better decision. Clearly, I could name so many things in this world that we know the information right now, that if we make that decision 99% of the time, 98% of the time, whatever that may be, that we're going to have that result, and we still do it. So it's not like he didn't know. Whether or not he knew didn't make a difference. Some people just will not learn. The latter stages of the video, I'm just listening and I'm just remembering something. I got a friend of mine, a good friend of mine, and we go way back from time we were young. And he said something, and it just adds to the fact that I've always been saying that he has a girlfriend, and she caught him having intimacy with her best friend, one of her best friends. And I mean, there was some altercation and stuff, but he said something like, he fast forward the story, and he said, where's she gonna go? Where's she gonna go? And he's not saying that in terms of she's living with him, meaning that she's not gonna leave, when he means where's she gonna go, because the guy is what you consider a high value man. He's a millionaire. So he knows that that's what she's there for. She loves the lifestyle, she loves the vanity, she loves being the center of attention, she loves being in those meetings in terms of his friends and that circle. So she likes that, and as he knows that, he doesn't care. He doesn't have no respect for her. So he says, where's she gonna go? He didn't say that to her, but he said that when he was talking with us, a couple of males were there at the time. And I'm just there laughing because it just compounded what I've always been saying. The more rules a woman has in terms of standards, in terms for a man, you'll hear the man has to do that, this and that, and whatnot. And the more of those rules that you as a man, like you're with her, and then you have to keep those rules in order to please her. She's not into you, bro. She's not into you. You are not the one. You are not the one, because the men that she likes, they ain't gotta do shit to please her. She's taking them the way they are. Dirtbag, douchebag, no morals, just you name it. Whenever they have those standards, and you hear, you gotta do this, you gotta have 6 figures, it's all just rubbish. As long as the right man approaches the one that she wants, all standards out the door. Trust me about that. And those praying mantis, I don't know how many videos, how many years have to pass for those guys, especially, man, you got so much to lose. You got so many assets, man. You got a lot of assets, and you just blindly get married to someone, and you just beef you for 2-3 years and just get half of your shit, man. Are you insane? Like, come on. I mean, like, this, I don't want to go into too much in depth with that, but I just this was more for a laugh. I'm not gonna go in depth in this reaction talking about anything in particular, but man, Tyrese is a fool. I don't care what you say, but Tyrese is a damn fool, and he's gonna get married again. He's gonna do it for the third time. Third time's a charm. He's gonna go on some TV show and say third time's a charm. This is the right one again, and the same damn shit's gonna happen again. Yes, he's gonna be crying, boo-hooing all over the internet. Can't feel sorry for this guy at all. We live in a society where everyone talks about education, right? But there's a saying, one of my favorite sayings, if not my favorite saying, where to educate a man in mind and not in morals is to educate a menace to society. And we live in an age where no one cares about morals. They care about education. So when you see those wicked people we have in the court system, those judges and all those lawyers, they are the ones that are educated. They are the ones that are passing those laws. It's not random people on the street passing those laws, it's educated people who pass those laws. So when it's all about education, and you don't want to educate people in morals, that's the society you're gonna get. So that's why I don't take part in political talks or any of that nonsense, because Those educated people that have no morals are going to climb up in the ranks in those departments, those institutions, and they're going to do immoral things. And that's how the world is today. Who run the world? Immoral people. Yes, I'm just having a laugh at it, and I'm not going to participate in the downfall of what's going on there. Not just in the marriage sector and all those divorce court and stuff like that. I am not going to let this system bring me down after I have worked so hard to gain my success. You have got to be kidding me. No way. Nah, man. But I really enjoyed it, and I'm gonna be checking out more from this channel right there, Henry Resilient. I love the way he puts together. I'm gonna leave his link in the description box so you can check his channel out, show him some love. Yes, I just hope none of you guys out there are one of those damned. Till next time, peace out.